believe passionately in entrepreneurial fire, in giving everyone, everywhere, the chance to do their best and feel even better. We believe in you. We're here to empower every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social, all while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they are always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to our last Winning Wednesday, Feel the Love February for this series. And I think that you're really going to enjoy this, whether you're on live with us or you're listening to a playback, because you're going to hear from 2 women who are fairly new Mary Kay customers in the last few years, how much they loved the product as a customer, the benefits of that, but then they made the transition to personal use consultants, which means they wanted to get their stuff at cost because they love the product so much. And then now they've transitioned into, well, maybe I'll do a little bit more. I'm going to come to a couple live events and join us at Career Conference in March and earn some great prizes while they're still working their very full-time life and they haven't taken anything out of their life so far. So it is going to be a fun evening. Guests, thank you for listening to this and joining us. At the end, we'll give you a couple questions that we'd love to have you answer to the consultant who invited you on, or if she's brand new or in leadership training or new consultant training, it may be her director that's answering these questions as proof that you were on here and helped her, but also so that we can make sure that you don't leave this with any questions unanswered, because I have been in Mary Kay 38 years. And if they would have let me walk out of that meeting, of course it was live and in person and that day because we didn't have this technology, but if they would have let me walk out and answer the questions from my head, from my preconceived notions, or from my family and friends' responses, I wouldn't be sitting here as a national sales director with Mary Kay. And I can't imagine that. That would be a pivot in my life that I don't want to think about because of all the amazing things and amazing people that this business has ushered into my life. So I'm going to toss this over to an amazing person that would be in my life anyways, because that human came out of my body, but we wouldn't get to do these fun things together. And this has been a great culture for my daughter to grow up in. I never had a job before that I wanted my children to be with those people on a regular basis, because I honestly didn't want to be with those people on a regular basis. But Mary Kay showed me a very different way to raise my kids with women and a culture and a priority system of God, family, career that I wanted them immersed in. So Alden, what would you like to say in welcoming?
Welcome, everybody. Ditto everything that Dawn said. I hope that you guys are excited to learn about some great products tonight. Our ladies that are going to be speaking with you guys, they're going to share some of their favorite Mary Kay products. So you might want to get a pen and paper so that you can take notes and let your consultant know what products, you definitely want, what products you want to try, what products you want to hear more about, because there are some of the best products that Mary Kay has, but also it's going to be so fun for you to see the ladies sharing them, because like Dawn said, they've been great Mary Kay customers and they've, stepped through to our side of things in Mary Kay. So this is going to be so fun for you, whether you've never been introduced to Mary Kay products or whether you are familiar, you might learn about some new things and kind of have a peek into our pink world. So I'm so excited for you guys to be here. Definitely post in the comments any questions you have while we're talking about stuff. We've got chat cheerleaders that are going to be commenting and answering questions. And if you can't comment, you can always, be texting your consultant as well. But thank you for being here. It's going to be a really fun rest of tonight. And I get the privilege of bringing up our first speaker, Lindsay. And Lindsay is a consultant in my organization. She's a personal recruit of mine. I know Lindsay. Our family cottages are right next to each other. So we've gotten to know each other through our families. And then it turned into her loving Mary Kay products. And then I'll let her share all of the rest. So Lindsay, take it away. Hey, Lindsay, I'm sure everything you've been saying is great, but yeah, you muted yourself and I couldn't unmute it for you.
Got it.
Perfect. Start over. We're all good.
That was just practice talking.
Perfect.
So, Lindsay Spittler, and I'm so happy to be on tonight. When Alden asked me to do this a couple of weeks ago, I said, absolutely, I would love to. I love talking about Mary Kay. And what it's meant to me since I started using it and now selling it. So just a little bit about me. I do have a full-time job. I work in the automotive industry. I obviously, it's a 40-hour plus a week job. And so I graduated engineering. So that's kind of a little my background. I met Alden and Dawn, and how it all started was Alden sent me some samples and in the mail, and she also sent me, along with the samples, a personalized video on how to use them, and it felt really like important. I felt important because she went out of her way to make this video for me. So tried the products and I was like, wow, this is really, really great. I like using these. And so I started ordering things, and at first it was the repair set, which I'm going to talk about tonight, which is one of my favorites. And then it was more, and then my mom started using the products and my daughter started using the products. And so it got to the point where I was buying a ton of stuff, and Alden came to me and said, hey, you know what, you should really think about getting your own consultant number and buying the products directly from Mary Kay and getting a discount, because you get 50% off. Who wouldn't want 50% off? So I said, yeah, that's like a no-brainer. So since then, so this has been a number of years, and since then, she's come back to me, and Dawn have talked to me about, hey, like, maybe you want to look beyond just being personal use consultants. Maybe you want to, you know, start dabbling in selling a little bit of Mary Kay. And I felt like I loved all the products so much that like I could do this. I could do this, right? All you got to do is talk about how great the product is. And along with that, what I thought would be a real benefit for me was that I work with a bunch of dudes all day long, and it's really nice and refreshing to talk about girly things and teach women how to feel good about each other. So that was just one of the reasons I started my Mary Kay business. So I've been doing my Mary Kay business for about 5 months now, and really have enjoyed it, because beyond that, there's been additional benefits that I didn't even know were going to be benefits. I've never been around so many positive, uplifting women in my life. It's been the camaraderie and the positivity has been something that I didn't even know that existed, and I didn't even know it was something I needed, but that was like such a positive thing for me. And so I've really enjoyed it. And above and beyond that, something that I didn't know possible was all of these great prizes that you can get and win from being in your Mary Kay business. So one of the things that I'm working towards, and that is really awesome, since only being and doing my business for 5 months, is I'm working towards this beautiful diamond ring. And I think Christina's going to bring, oh, there it is. Isn't it awesome? Like when Alden said I could win this, I thought, holy cats, this is going to be great. So that's one of my goals. So that's a little bit about me and a little bit about my Mary Kay business. So I'm going to just jump right into one of my favorite products. And like I was telling you, this was one of the first things that I used from Mary Kay. So this is the Time-Wise repair set. And this retails for $215. So, and I would say I've been using this probably 4 years now. And for $215, I would say it probably lasts me like 3 months, which like is a really good bargain to have all these products that last you that long. And you can see just by looking at it, like how pretty the packaging is. So they call this the Cadillac of skincare. So this is for more like age skin. So me. So the first thing is this foaming cleanser. So this is what you're going to use first, morning and night, twice a day. And it's a moisture-rich formula. You can see when you squirt it out of the tube, how it's kind of like almost sparkly and glistening. It's really luxurious. It's really nice. So that's going to help sweep away the like the dirt and impurities from the day. and also, when you get up in the morning. So one thing I've learned is that for every night you don't wash your face before you go to bed, your skin ages 7 to 14 days. So we got to make sure we're washing our face twice a day. So the second thing in the system is the lifting serum. And I know a lot of women that have a healthy addiction to this, I would say. It's going to help reclaim your triangle of youth. So improve skin elasticity and firmness. And if you don't know what the triangle of youth is, that's this part of your face, triangle of youth. So, that's what we want to try to reclaim. It's going to, and when you put it on, it's really like silky smooth feeling. You guys are going to really love this. If you're not already using this, love this. And then the third and fourth items are these jars. One's a night cream and one's a day cream. So they come in this really fancy jar. And what happens is when you push on the top of the jar, it just dispenses just enough that you need to use for that portion. And what that's doing is it's protecting all of the other lotion that's in the bottom of the jar from like the air. So it's going to last a lot longer for you. So the day cream has SPF 30 in it, which we all know we need to protect our skin from the UVA and UVB sunlight rays. My kids call me the sunscreen police. So we want to make sure that we're using sunscreen on a daily basis. And then the night cream has encapsulated retinol in it. So what that's going to do is when you put it on at night, it's like a controlled release of retinol. So it's not going to do it all at once and like have a bad reaction on your skin. It make your skin really sensitive. It's more of a controlled release. So what retinol does is help accelerate the cell turnover, so it makes your skin look more radiant. So night cream, really nice. And then the last thing in the set is the eye cream. And I'm going to take this out because I think this is one of the coolest things. Eye cream, obviously, puffiness, dark circles, sagging. But what's really great about this eye cream is that the tip is a metal tip. And I believe boxers use this to help reduce puffiness when they're like boxing and people are punching them in the face. But this is going to really help puffiness also. So really awesome. I love this feature. One of my favorites. So one of the other products that I really enjoy using is this clear proof charcoal mask. And once a week, my daughter comes to me and say, hey, let's charcoal mask night. So we have like a little like spa night where we sit around and put the charcoal mask on. It's really nice. It's got like a really nice spa smell to it. And so it's charcoal. So when you put it on, it's going to be like black. Your face is going to look, like you're at the spa. And what charcoal does, this activated charcoal, is that it doubles its weight in what impurities that it absorbs. And when you put it on and it sits for 10 or 15 minutes before you take it off, you'll start to feel it getting hard. And you'll actually see all of the impurities that it's pulling out of your pores and your skin. And so what's really cool is you actually see all of the things it's doing to, like, it's working. And the other thing it has in it is honeysuckle and navy bean extract. And what that helps do is it helps discoloration and soothe your skin, which is really nice too. So those are the couple of products that are my favorites. And I have the pleasure of introducing you to Lisa Ridenour, who is also my friend and a fellow consultant. She's going to take you through her story and her products.
Thank you, Lindsay. So I am Lisa Ridenour, and much like Lindsay, I got started using the products a number of years ago. I have used some of them for probably 10 or 15 years, but exclusively just a product or two. So until I met Alden and Dawn through Lindsay, and they're like, oh, hey, do you want to try some other products? So just gradually started adding a few products at a time. And then Lindsay's like, you should probably do personal use. So as much of the product as I was using, and I too have a daughter. So again, the discount for being able to get the products at 50% off for myself and my daughter is the best benefit, honestly. So, and then, so I've only been doing this for 4 months as a business, and I just signed up right away, and I was like, nah, let's give it a shot. What have I got to lose? So I got started, and it's been great for me. A lot of people talk about COVID. So for me, I do finances for a local hospital. And when COVID hit, they sent us home, and I've yet to go back to work. So at the time I thought it was great. I didn't think I really needed to see people all that much. Turns out I do need to see people a little bit more than what I am. So it's been good to get me out, seeing people, meeting people. I go to the gym daily, so that's also been a great outlet, but it's also been able to be a good connection for me starting my Mary Kay business. The women are very supportive there, and they're like, yeah, we'll try stuff. So I have a full-time job and a decent career. So where it's going, I don't know. This is still very new for me. So, but like Lindsay had mentioned also, I had no idea all the other benefits other than the discount that you can get with this business. And yes, the women are extremely supportive. It's been a great group of women. And I'm really excited about meeting more of them. So some of my favorite products. This one is extremely new. It's been around for a few months now. It's called the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. This retails for $58. This is my healthy addiction. I use this product morning and night. Lines up here. It softens all of them. Extended crow's feet. 76% as effective as injections. And this stuff it's pretty amazing. I've never done injections, and I haven't ever really wanted to, and I don't feel like I'm ever going to need to at this point. Contains French lavender extract, electric daisy extract, and rosemary extract. So some very natural products, and this is part of the dermal cosmetics line that Mary Kay has. So again, I'm still learning a lot of the products, but that one's been amazing. And I've honestly never tried one that I didn't like, which is probably also why I'm taking this venture. So the next product is one that I've used for years, and it is the oil-free eye makeup remover. It's a 2-part. It looks like so you shake it before you use it. It's got the eye makeup remover and a conditioner to help with your lash growth and the skin around there, which is extra sensitive. So that product, apparently they sell a bottle of that every 4 to 5 minutes. So it's an awesome product. I don't know, anyone that uses eye makeup, I'm pretty sure they're using that eye makeup remover. A new product to me when I got started was the CC cream, the complexion corrector cream. It comes in 5 different colors, and it will cover every skin tone. So that one's been great. It balances out my skin really nicely. And then I can just add a little contouring into my cheeks, and I'm good to go. It's super fast to get me out the door when I do need to go somewhere. So my daily makeup routine is CC cream, Next, I followed in with some eyeliner. I love their, this is their waterproof eyeliner. And again, the eye makeup remover takes off waterproof and non-waterproof eye makeup. So another great benefit of that. And then for me, I'm a lash girl. So they have just come out with it's called Great Heights mascara. Oh, sorry. CC Cream retails for $22. Eye makeup removers, $20. Eyeliner is $14. Sorry, got ahead of myself. Great Heights, $18. I like to layer the Great Heights. This one gives a awesome shape to your lashes and gives them great definition. And then I like to come in with some lash intensity. Each of these retail for $18. And that really plumps up the lashes. So I don't even go to the gym without at least eyeliner and mascara every day. So, and then the last product that I get to talk about is the lip gloss. Comes in a bunch of great shades. This one is a great one. I probably have one of these in every winter coat, in every purse, and one in my car because I don't really leave, why not? And that's the other great benefit about when I started this as personal use, I can indulge and have extras kind of everywhere because, yeah, I probably take way better care of my skin now than I did a year ago. So, and I'm fighting aging at this point. So, all right. And I'm going to kick it back to Alden.
Hey, friends. We're going to come on here, Brady Bunch style. You guys did such a good job. And I love how you guys both said healthy addiction to the product. That's something that I've never really coined. So I learned that from you guys. I love that and love how you shared, the products with, your real life experience, like why you love them. And as women, if we find stuff that we love, we share it with all of our friends. Like this, jacket, this store, this, recipe, whatever it is. And that's really what we get to do is share products that have changed our skin and made us feel better about ourselves. So thank you. You did it.
Well, that's why, and it's why Mary Kay picked cosmetics. So she came up with the plan first to help women get what she didn't think they deserved when she was a lot of times a single mom and working full time. And so she didn't like that women were paid less than men for the same job, and that she had territories taken away from her because a man was supporting his family. And she's like, I am too. And so she came up with the business plan, but she picked cosmetics because she had been using a skincare line and people would ask her about it. And she'd tell them, like Alden's saying, we share our hairdressers, our lipstick, our shoes. I mean, all of those things women share. And Mary Kay knew this would be something they'd be comfortable with. So, and this is a great example because you have an engineer and a finance person. So those could be people you're like, oh, she'd never do Mary Kay. And one of the things I have loved since I started and saw at the first event I went to is that there were women from all different backgrounds, all different personalities that loved this business and were equally successful. It wasn't like, okay, you have to be Miss Glamorama and look like you're standing behind the blank counter at the bougie department store to be successful in Mary Kay. You just really have to, want to help other women feel better about themselves through the products, which you guys both do beautifully. I like to, as a customer, because I think a lot of times people don't start a Mary Kay business because I don't want to be pushy. I don't want to be selling something to my friends. I'm not the right personality type. And again, an engineer and a finance person, you wouldn't generally think, oh yeah, they're going to go into sales, but you both beautifully share the product. So share what was the benefit of having a Mary Kay consultant? What did that feel like to you? So that if there are women listening to this that are considering this, that could abolish that notion that you have to be pushy or aggressive or assertive or have a sales background to be successful with this. So I know Lindsay shared a little bit about that video, that it was personalized. So what are some other things that, made you be excited about having a Mary Kay consultant?
Yeah, it was the personal touch. And once I got to know Alden, it was just nice to like ask her questions. Like I could just text her and say, Alden, like, what do you think? Do I need some blush? Like I have greasy eyelids. How do I like get my eyeshadow to stay on? It was just like it was like a girlfriend to talk to and get some advice. It wasn't pushy, or it was just really nice to have a personalized somebody doing it instead of going to a big box store and buying cosmetics when I don't know, let's try this one. It was a really nice, it's personal.
Mhm.
I agree.
do-
And like I got to know Alden, and then I was like, she's got this cute little family, and I would love to support her and her family and her little one instead of going to, like Lindsay, like to the
Mhm.
mall, and I don't know these people. I mean,
Mhm.
I wish them well, but I don't. And I may be the least pushiest person. Like I had this conversation with Alden the other day. I'm not here to be pushy about any of it, but all you gotta like just try the products. And if you don't like it, you're not gonna hurt my feelings.
Mhm. Right.
I
And I
think
think
that
that's
I was gonna say, we don't want to give anybody the ick. I think that's what we call it, right? We don't want to give anybody the ick.
yeah. Mhm.
Right.
No ick giving.
No. No. I know. I love when people say, well, I just don't want to be pushy. I'm like, please don't. Please. Because there's states and around the world actually that they pay their families' bills with this. Like this is their job. And so if there's someone out there misrepresenting Mary Kay by being, pushy, Mary Kay said, our job is to offer. We offer the product, the opportunity to try the product. We offer the opportunity to hear, about how this works and to answer your questions. But then, according to their choice, you know how to move on. Our job is not to manipulate or change their choice. Because honestly, I haven't, again, in almost 40 years doing this, I haven't figured out how you do that anyways. Like, what do you tie people up and say, you have to give me your credit card? Like, or unless you're going to steal their credit card, which your business isn't going to last long. I'm not really sure how you make anyone do anything they don't want to do. It would be nice sometimes, but I haven't figured that out.
And I do remember Lindsay saying, it was a message, I have greasy eyelids and I need some help. And I remember laughing out loud, thinking like, oh my goodness. But that is a huge benefit of having a, beauty consultant. I love how Lisa was like, I loved her little family. So if you are, a customer or a potential customer, know that, when you choose to support your Mary Kay beauty consultant, you support so much more. And even just getting your mascara or your skincare or whatever it is, it means the world. And it's so nice that we can, support women, and it can be something that builds women up in a culture and society that doesn't really do that. So thank you for sharing that, because it is a blessing. And I love getting messages of, this is my problem and how can you help me? Because otherwise we're just, trying to buy from a store or a wall of a lot of options, and nobody is narrowing it down and customizing it to us. So we do offer, a really great service with Mary Kay.
Well, and then this transitions into, because some people don't start a Mary Kay business because, like, how will I know all this stuff? Like, I don't know anything about skincare. I don't know anything about this. So, what have you two experienced now that you're venturing out and sharing the products more? When people ask you questions that you don't know the answers to, how has that gone? Have you died? Have you just like turned into a pillar of salt? Like, what does that look like to really, maybe we can get rid of some fear that people have of sharing.
Right. Yeah. I have not, like, if someone's had a question for me, I'm like, I don't necessarily know the answer, but I can sure find out for you. And that's the benefit of this is I have you, like I can text Alden, hey, I've got this question. I've got this person who maybe ordered something 10 years ago and now she's looking for a comparable item and it was literally that old. She's like, oh yeah, here. So, and that's also a great part about having the two of you with your years of history in the business in this specific company, that there's that background. And yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, for sure. I agree. And the website also has a ton of information. So if I can't get a hold of Alden, I can do my own research too. So there's so much information that
Lots of resources.
So you shouldn't be scared. Shouldn't be scared.
And what are some tips that you guys have? So people, they'll also, a hesitation that they have in starting their business, because obviously getting your stuff at half off, it to me seems like a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you? Even if you're just trying it for the first time, why not try it for the first time for half off? Get a $35 consultant number and, get your stuff at half off. Because, if you don't want to order any more Mary Kay, it's fine. You don't have to. But if you want to and you're getting half off, also, gifting season comes up with weddings and showers and graduations and stuff, being able to take products right off your shelf or drop ship. But how do you guys time manage? Because some people never even give this a shot because they're too busy. Like when I started, I was working an 80-hour-a-week job. It was in the mid-80s, right out of business school. And it was like, if she survives the first year, then she'll be very promotable. Like that was the season in corporate America. And so, I figured out how to do enough to figure out if I wanted to do more. So how do you, I know Lisa was talking about it at the gym. She talked to people about it, but just kind of share in your everyday life, how has this just kind of naturally, turned into Mary Kay and customer conversations?
Yeah, I'll start, Lisa. I think once you love the product so much, it's easy because somebody will say to you, wow, your skin looks really good, or hey, what kind of lip gloss are you using, or those types of conversations. I've had a lot of that from coworkers that are now my customers. That's been really nice, and it's easy. And I that one of them said to me, wow, I can tell that you really love the product because of the way you talk about it. And it's true. It starts to become natural because you love everything so much. It's easy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's very true. Yeah.
Alden, what other questions do you have? Because you guys are just, I love, because this business really hasn't changed that much. It's even with all the technology and stuff, it's still about relationships. It's still about women believing in something. You're not just, I had just got out of business school, so I definitely saw the rings caught my eye, the all expense paid trips caught my eye, the income that was unlimited, the mentoring from the people who had already gone before me. It was a business of my own that I didn't need to, invest $100,000 or $1 million in. It was risk free because of the 90% buyback policy. But it still is the same. It's still relationships, and it's women wanting to help other women, make different or better choices. And, in this economy, being able to save money, because we help them save money, because we cost less than the ones at the big box store, because we don't have the overhead that the big box store has. But also too, like Lisa was talking about, you're supporting a woman's dream. I think that goes a long ways. And that we have the European Union certification on our products versus the United States of America certification process, which we're all finding out has not been in our best interest health-wise. And so, after this long in Mary Kay, I've always loved it, but your guys' opportunity is so much better because you're really in the right place at the right time. Alden, what were you going to say?
So I was going to say something that's been so fun with Lisa and Lindsay. So I've been in Mary Kay for 12 years now, and I am Dawn's daughter. Like she said, I came from her body at the beginning of this. But something that has been so refreshing and fun, and something that, you know, like Lindsay's talking about, the love for the products just oozes out once you do truly love the product. So it becomes natural, but so does the love for the culture and the community of it. And that's something like, you know, I've always shared with everybody about the opportunity. And you can look at Lisa and Lindsay. They're stunning. They're sharp. They've got amazing families, amazing jobs. Like they've got very full lives, but I still shared with them the benefits of Mary Kay because it, you know, they might not say, oh yeah, Alden, I'm going to do this like you, and it's going to be my full-time career and all of the, you know, all of the things, but they found benefits from being in our community. So they didn't necessarily start and say, I'm doing it for the money. They started for the discount. And then you heard them both say that the community and the culture of it is something that has kept them in, which I would love for you guys to share. And I think, Lisa, you had said, like, what do you have to lose? And I say that to people all the time, like, what do you have to lose for giving this a try just for the discount? But I want you guys to think about, like, what do you have to gain by giving this a try? Because oftentimes there's much more that you gain than what you're thinking about could be a loss. So I would love, Lisa and Lindsay, maybe for you guys to share like something unexpected that you experienced being in Mary Kay, or anything that was surprising.
Yeah, so I started personal use, and then I thought, well, maybe if I could sell enough to pay for all of what I'm using, that would be like that was, as far as I was concerned at that point, I was like, that's like the deal breaker right there. That's it. You know, if I can pay for my stuff, great. And then like, it's funny because like the people you expect that maybe would have supported you, the people that are closest to you are not necessarily the ones that'll do it. It's the other people that you meet that are there cheering you on. And so that, you know, it kind of shows you some people's true colors too. It's not necessarily your family or your closest friends. So it's been great to kind of find that other journey and figure out people too, and meet new people, because I've met a ton of new people already then they're like some of your biggest cheerleaders then, or people that you were like, you know, I'm kind of doing this. Are you interested? Yeah. What can I do to help you? I know Alden's met one of my friends, and she's like literally like the biggest cheerleader, and she's like, whatever I can do to support you, and let's do it. So it's been really good to, you know, I guess some soul searching for myself too. So it's been great.
Yeah, I know I mentioned it before. The industry that I work in is not a positive one. They don't do things like this. This is not like this. To me, this whole thing is not real. I didn't know it existed, and I'm actually kind of disappointed that I didn't do this sooner. I don't know why I didn't, because I didn't know it was there. I didn't know it was there, and like every day I go to work and I'm like, wow, like I can't wait to get home and do my Mary Kay thing, because
that's true. You make time for it because it's so much more worth it.
Yeah, on my way to work, on my way home from work is when I do, like, I listen to like videos and I do my chanting and all the other things, and I can't wait to get in the car. I can't wait to get in the car, because it's such a positive thing for me that I did not even know was a thing. I didn't even know. For $35.
I know. It is. It's cheaper than going to see a counselor, right? Because you're
Yes.
depressed with your life and working with, people that may not be quite positive. But yeah, when people are like, I don't have that much time, gosh, car time, you can listen to all of the training. I have a whole YouTube channel with training on it. You can listen to it. You can watch it. Mary Kay in Touch has tons of training on it. So it is something that, but when you're talking about, Lindsay, like why I wish I would have done it earlier, but you didn't know, I believe like it intersects with your life at the right time. And with this business, you can build fast and strong, whereas most companies, you're not going to be able to move as fast as you want to because there's only so many positions and it's based on some things that are out of your control. And Mary Kay, your merit factor, your promotability is totally in your control. She who shares the products with the most women and the opportunity with the most women wins in this, like, period. Again, if it's not with the right heart, you're not doing it for the right reasons, then that always, those people don't stay in their business. They don't end up. But the ones that are willing to move fast, you can come into this and gosh, the fastest that someone's gotten to my position is 22 months from buying that consultant number for $35. 22 months, Diana Blanco. And she came over from Cuba, and she was an attorney in Cuba. And she came over to make money to bring her family over because Cuba was in a horrible situation politically. And so she was cleaning houses. And the person that she was cleaning house for told her about Mary Kay because she did Mary Kay and used Mary Kay and had it all over her bathroom. And Diana saw this as an opportunity. She's now brought her whole family over to the United States, and they're doctors, they're professionals in Cuba, but you can't do that here, those things here, if you're not degreed here. And so in 22 months, she found 20 directors, and that was probably 15 years ago. Now, so many more people are looking for options like this and open because of all the things that we've seen that's transpired, especially in this last 5 years. So women can make up for, there's really no lost time, which is exciting. And I love that about this business because, we share this. It'd be rude for me to sit here and talk about like how beneficial this business has been in my life and for my family, but you can't have it because I'm not going anywhere for a few years. So, you can't have it. So that's why you don't have these conversations in most jobs because they can't sell their job to you because then they don't have a job. That undermines their job security. Then that's in education and healthcare and any type of business. So it is a very unique culture that if someone says, you know what, like, I think I want this whole thing. You're just like, that doesn't threaten us at all. Come on. Like, we pray for women to get it because it's so fun to see women grow. And it's just with you two, I've known you from our lake life, and it's so fun to see you now in this part of our life. And I think that's the last question I want to ask in closing is, you had seen the pink Escalade and the pink Cadillac, up at the lake all the time. And so you never know what people's preconceived notions are. But now that you're in, and Alden, alluded to this, like what has surprised you. But again, what has been different than what you thought? Because now our conversations are going to be a lot different on the lake. It's like, when are you getting your pink Cadillac? And okay.
I thought it was a pink pontoon boat.
Yes, exactly. I said that to Lindsay a long time ago. I go, we could have matching pink pontoon boats. She goes, I'd like that. And I'm like, and those are the things you pay attention to when people are open at all to the product opportunity. You just want to pay attention to it because there's something there, and you just never know what it is until you, journey down that road and time a little bit with people. But I do love that both of you guys, decided to try the whole product line at half off. Because some people say, well, I have to see if I like the products before I start. Well, like all the products and buy them at half off. Why would you pay retail for them and find out you don't like them? Try them at half off. And then if you don't want to build your business, you don't have to because you don't have quotas, but get it at half off. So you guys have just made wise decisions all the way along. And it's going to be fun to see. It's going to be fun to see. I can't wait for you to go to career conference. That's always fun. You're just
Really
like,
excited.
wow. Like you guys already have seen, there's so much more to Mary Kay than you knew. Oh, when you get to a company event and thousands of people, you're just like, oh, wow, this is a big thing. I mean, we're huge. We're the 5th largest global beauty brand in the world. And people think, oh, it's just my little Mary Kay, person. And you see women all ages. You're going to see 18-year-olds to 80-year-olds walking across that stage, being recognized for their choices and being cheered on. And gosh, as a woman, I don't think we can have enough cheering on as we're walking through life.
Mhm.
So Alden, what would you like to say in closing or ask them in closing?
Well, did you guys want to say what what was different, like what different than what you expected when from seeing the Cadillacs and now being from the inside at all?
You don't really think it's attainable. But then once you get in, you're like, oh, all of it is.
100%.
It's whatever you want to put into it, you can absolutely get out of it. I mean, yeah.
That's awesome.
Like you just have no idea.
I didn't know
Like,
if
okay,
I
well,
could get a
they
diamond
have it,
ring.
so I can't have it. But
She's got diamonds in her eyes.
I do.
There's going to be this engineer. She's going to win every single ring she
I
can.
know.
She's
Instead of going to work.
Yeah.
Get the rings on every single finger.
And something too, I was sitting here thinking about you guys, and obviously, like we do have, cottages next to each other. So we, I say that we look kind of homeless half the time out there, like no makeup, total lake life, just building relationships with people. But if we didn't have that, like I would know you guys from just our times at the lake. But now that we're in business together, like I talk to you guys every day. Like we're in communication, like we are more intertwined with each other's lives and our families. We do Thanksgiving stuff together. Like all of that is so fun and so unusual because that's not something that would naturally happen in the regular world, especially if I just, ran into at a store and was like, hey, Lisa, Lindsay, hi, do you want to be friends with me? Like that'd be creepy. That would be creepy. Don't do that.
That would be the ick.
That would be the ick. But, you can meet people and offer them a free facial, see if you, want to get to know them more. And that's a great way to be able to meet people and have new friends and change your circle because the 5 people that you spend the most time with, that's the people that you're going to, act the most like, and that's what your life's going to look like. So, with Mary Kay, we choose really wisely who we, are influenced by. And that's something that I think is one of those like intangible things like in Mary Kay. We can talk about the diamonds, the cars, the trips, the, paychecks, all of that stuff. And we love them. And we would love for you to want them and love them and earn them too, because you can, but it's the relationships and, the mentors and the self-growth that you have that really is what makes our business so different. And, you can do it for $35 and join us. Be our friends. Have fun.
Be our friends.
Yeah.
We're really fun.
Have positive friends too. Like, and we've had people when we would do in-person events, we would have people say like, oh my gosh, like, do you guys really act like this all the time? I'm like, yeah, we're happy. We're like actually authentically happy in this Mary Kay world and in our regular world, like all the worlds, it's all integrated. So that's something that is very unique with Mary Kay too. But it's been so fun. I feel like a proud mom over here. Watching you guys, like texting, they're doing so good. Oh my gosh. So, thank you guys. This has been so fun and refreshing. And yeah.
Proud mom and our biggest cheerleader.
Yes. All of it.
So I guess it makes me grandma over here.
Yeah. It does. Grandma, close us out.
All right, bring it home. All right, you guys. Well, you got to hear from customers to consultants and consultants that are now wanting more and seeing more and doing more. And so if there's anything about it that grabs your heart that could benefit you. I mean, minimally half off and maybe meeting some new friends, learning some new skills. Maximum, who knows? You know, the sky really is the limit. Now is a fantastic time to say yes. Try it for 50% off. Honestly, join us at Career Conference. They're all over the country because you could be listening to this all over the country in March. The company only does this once a year. And so this is we're heading into the final 4 of the Mary Kay year. And that is the company starts to throw out more prizes. There's end of the year prizes. This is championship season. So it's an opportunity for you to get lots of training, lots of exposure, and give it a shot. And again, you know, you'll be no worse for the wear if it is not your cup of tea. Some people try it for a reason, some a season, and some the long haul. And that's always decided in the process. So thank you for your time. Guests that are listening to this, let your consultant know. What did you enjoy most? If you ever did start this business, what would the reason be? Other than fear, what would hold you back from getting a $35 starter kit? Because I don't know about you guys, that's not even one trip to Starbucks or a breakfast at a Coney Island these days. So what would hold you back from that? And then are there any products? I mean, if you're going to do this, get your consultant number and get your stuff at half off. But if you want to be a customer, what products did Lindsay and Lisa share that you'd like to try? And that special that Lindsay was talking about, when for every $50 you purchase, there's half off items. That's a nice phase in, Lindsay. I like it. We see the ring over your face again. We have our pink eyes in the background doing all that. So, you know, is it products? Would you host a party? Would you, like to try the products virtually or in person? Let your consultant know, how she can serve you, because you're not listening to this by accident. So pay attention to that. And if there's anything about the opportunity that, I knew I'd regret it if I didn't try it, even though I was scared to death. I knew I'd regret it. And that I don't want to live with any regrets. And I bet you don't either. And all of us have regretted financial choices or other choices that have been far riskier than, working with a 62-year-old company that's family owned and debt free and one of the largest beauty brands in the world. So thank you for spending your time with us. And thank you, Lindsay and Lisa. I feel like this was your debut, your coming out party in Mary Kay. Have a great night, everyone.
It was really fun.